Hello, 80 of the day, Jeff here, Commit Don't Quit, Tube Tuesday, episode 6. Anyways, hopefully everybody's having a good day. We're gonna delve into a few different images over the next week, and that we're gonna switch it up, and that I'm gonna take us into a inside image of a log cabin. Hopefully this is good today. Like I said, once I get some people in here, we'll show everybody what it looks like in that today. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope you are having a good day. Like I said, you know what, I don't know if this is going to go out. Let me get this changed up. Let me get that changed up. What do we have here? Tuesdays. And I'm just doing a couple things in the background. There we are. Perfect. We'll get that all straightened around. Like I said, hopefully I can can share this to Twitter. Let's see if I can get this shared out to Twitter, everybody. I realize there's nobody here yet, but once we have this, let's see here. Let me see if I can get this out. Gonna be just a couple minutes, so if anybody comes into the room, I'm just sharing this out to Twitter, so I'm gonna just be a second. I'm gonna share it out to just get myself just gonna be a second. Anybody that comes in, let's see if we can get that out. It looks like we have a couple people watching, so I'm just gonna make sure that this did tweet out. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you are having a good day. Steve Believe, hi, how are you? Adventures with Connor, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. We're at a different location today. I couldn't take being here anymore, Steve. I decided to go up to our log cabin and that. Connor, it's nice to see you. Thanks very much. Yeah, I switched it up. I've got some different images this weekend that I'm going to use them. So we'll hopefully get all this ironed out. Let's see here what we have tweeted out. Let me just make sure that worked. And we did get that. Okay, good. Okay, close this out. I hope you're having a good day. And thanks very much for coming. You know what? I do appreciate it. I tried to set up the stream the way I did yesterday, but you know what? To no avail. So, anyways, I'll wait till I get a couple more people. Then I'll show some of the images and stuff that we have. Nice picture. It is. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful, isn't it? I've got about 4 pictures for the week, so I'm gonna go images. Steve, run through everything. Story of Dory, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Adventures with Connor, great to see you. Run Beggars Band, oh gosh, it's Spin Feathers / Cornwall. Hi, how are you? Run Beggars Band, hi buddy, hope all is well. Great. I've went to the log cabin. Yeah, just switching it up. You know what? I had some outdoor images, so I've taken some more outdoor images and stuff. I just put them in the OBS program, so just gives us a different view and stuff like that. Just trying to liven it up a little bit till we get a green screen or something. But for now, I love this. When I saw this today, I thought I've got to use this. And when the green screen, it's going to be fantastic. I'll be sitting in a chair or something in this log cabin. It's great to see you. Well, might go live on Thursday. That's awesome, Connor. That is awesome. Good stuff. And you did a great job last night. You sure did a good job. Great to see everybody. Thanks again for coming. I much appreciate it. I can't speak again as usual. I really appreciate it, everybody. Thanks again. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. It's you know, couldn't be a better day. I just called. I need new tires on. We've got an SUV in that, and I needed a new set of tires put on. So my wife called, and she just got off the phone about 2 minutes ago with me on about getting the tires set up. We're going to get them put on Thursday morning, so kind of excited about that. Let's put it this way, the tires are totally fine, but you know, just by chance we ever run into any issues, we're about 50,000 clicks in with a vehicle. I think it's always a good, you know, around that time frame to switch up the tires, so that's what we're doing. Adventure says, Ventures with Connor says, I came to say hi. Well, hi, Connor, and thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I know you're busy in that, so I really appreciate you dropping in and saying hello. It's wonderful. Everybody say hi to Ventures and Connor. It's great to have you here, Connor, and I know if you have to go because you could be in school or something, but Connor, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. Razzle Rama Videos. Razzle, hey, Razzle, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Gary Scandal, hey, Jeff, stop by to support, but I can't stay long. Long up your mountains. Did you bring the shine? Yeah, no shine today, Gary. It's coffee again. I'm drinking it out of my wife's Starbucks cup. Hope you're having a good day, everybody. Hope Connor has to go. Oh, no worries, Connor. And thank you so much for coming. You have a great day, Connor. Yeah, Kimberkiss. Hi, Kimberkiss. How are you? It's great to see you. Razzle Rama says, Razzle Rama Videos, Razzle says, good to see you, Jeff. It's good to see you, too. And it's good to see everybody, isn't it, Razzle? It certainly is. You know what? I really appreciate you all coming today. I appreciate you coming every day and stuff like that, whenever you do come. Kimberkiss, good, how are you? Good. As you can see, I switched it up. We're in a log cabin today. You know what? I take some, we get some images, and from the images, as you can see, this image is, I love this image. Our sister-in-law, her and her husband and kids, they live out in northern BC up by the Yukon, and they live in a huge log cabin, absolutely beautiful. I've never been there, just images we've seen in that, but they live a couple hours outside of the Yukon, and this is what their place kind of would look like. So anyways, if I could live somewhere, this is exactly the location I would live. Something that looked like this. I'm not away from everybody, but you know, out of the city. I lived in the city. I lived in Toronto, the bigger cities for years, and then lived in a small town while I was in high school. And then I'm back in a bigger city again. But you know what? I'm in my 40s. If I had the choice to leave the city, I never would, because my daughter's here and she's only with us on the weekends. So as long as she's here, she's in school. I'll never leave here because I'll never leave her in a million years. But you know, down the road or something, when we were gonna retire or something, I'd love to move to I'd love to get out of the city. I'm not a city person as much as I thought I was, especially at this age. I'm quite happy to get out of the city. So let's see. So you see the image. I'm going to show you a couple more images today. See what you think. Mini Cooper Trooper Thomas, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm going to show you a couple different images. The ones I'll switch back and forth to all week. I'll go to a different image each day. This is the cabin view. Let's see here. Got a mountain view. What do you think of that? You like that? I love this. This one's so bright, and you know what? You can see me, and it's a different view. I couldn't get the image of the mountains and stuff and the trees. See the cabin up there? This is what I would love. Now, I don't think I could ever afford anything like that. It'd probably be a fortune to have a view like that. But wouldn't this be lovely? This would be just amazing. I would love something like this. Anyways, I really love the look of it this way, the way it's set up. And I thought, you know what? Maybe tomorrow we'll go to this image. Today I'm just going to use the log cabin, but tomorrow I'll come to outside this view. Another view that I like. It's like a river runs through it or something. It's almost like you're up in Portland or like Washington State or something like that. Fly fishing or something. I really love this image, so I use this one. I'll use this later in the week, maybe on a gray day or something. But I love this image, just love it. One more scene too, and take us to Venice. Hey, what do you think? Take us to Venice. Woot, woot, woot. Oh my gosh, I love this image too. The images are fantastic, and OBS is fantastic because you can add, you can add yourself to the image almost. And anyways, I'll go back to the cabin because that's where we are for the day. But there we are. Woo! Back into the cabin. Let me see if I can put this. Let's see here. Let me see. You know what, I guess I should scroll that out to everybody. There we are. There we are, everybody. Okay, so we're back in the log cabin and that for now. Let me pull up the chat. I've pulled a few things out. So anyways, what do you think of the images? Do you like the log cabin? Do you like the cabin outdoors? I love the cabin outdoors. I just love it because it's so bright. I love Venice. That looks up, Steve. One day, buddy, one day, Venice would be beautiful. And then The river runs through the like the fly fishing one. I love that one too. Yes, Gary, I'd love to be in the mountains more. See, yes, we will. I'm gonna try just like a different image each day. So tomorrow, Gary, I'm gonna go to the mountains, and then the next day, either we can talk if we want the river or Venice or something. But I'm gonna switch it up. Does that sound good, everybody? So each day it'll be somewhere different, and I'm gonna get more images. Get images, and as I bring images, I can put them on OBS like this. And I love it. I love the images, how they look. I mean, there's somebody else's images, that's for sure. I didn't take them, but I love them, I love them, I love them, or I love it, I love it, I love it, as Keg says. Oh, no, Steve, no. Can you believe I've never been in Venice? Steve, my brother and my buddy, they've been to Venice. Years ago, they went in 2011, just after 9/11. My brother went 3 weeks after, and he was scared out of his pants to get on a flight. But he went and he was there for six months, and my buddy was there for, I think, 2 or 3 months. They went all through Europe. They went to one of them went to Australia for a while. My buddy went to Australia for like 6 weeks or something. And the rest of his trip, he went to Europe, and he went up to the UK, then all through like Italy, Greece, Italy, Greece. I don't know if he went to Spain and Portugal like he wanted to, but then he went to like Germany and stuff in Belgium, and he would have loved to gone up to. I'd love to go see in Europe, and I'd love to go into Scandinavia. I'd love to see like Norway and Sweden and Denmark and stuff. I don't know about Finland, but Finland, yeah, I guess. But I would really like to see. I'd love to see the rest of Europe and stuff in Scandinavia. I'd love to see that. Mini Cooper says, "I love all the images." Yes, Thomas, I'm just going to call you Thomas. It's a great name. But yes, the images are kind of cool looking, aren't they? They are. And it brightens it up, doesn't it? Like, I was kind of messing around with it. Before, I was having a hard time getting the chat embedded on the screen. And I finally got, see if it works here today. Yes, no, video's unavailable. Okay, so we weren't able to get, it worked earlier, but I was not able to get, I guess the chat it didn't get embedded like I thought it would. But I worked on it last night, got the chat embedded on the stream, and it doesn't work again. So maybe you have to install it each time, every time you go live, I don't know. But you shouldn't have to, but it didn't work that way. It must be beautiful. Oh gosh, Steve, it must be. But my brother and friend said Venice is absolutely beautiful, just beautiful. Like never, I've never even heard of any place like that. And they said it was absolutely amazing to see it. Just, a whole like city out, like a floating city. Well, not a floating, but you know what I mean. Just absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And you know what? Our history here in North America, we have history probably goes back into maybe 16, probably about 1700s here, when people started coming over, maybe in the end of the 1600s, beginning of the 1700s into North America. But that's about where we end. But over there, I mean, there's thousands of years old of history and stuff like that. Nothing like that here at all. So absolutely brilliant to see. I can't imagine even. Gary Scandal says, Steve, I've never left Pennsylvania. No kidding. I never felt the need to go anywhere. Oh gosh, Gary, if I could, I spent most of my early life into probably about my 30s, Gary, traveling a lot. But once I had my family and stuff, it changed. We started going on summer trips and stuff around, like, to family and stuff like that. And then every few years, then maybe going down to Florida, going somewhere different than that. But that was our family trips and stuff. Never went abroad or anything with the family, but it became too expensive. But let's see here, Steve. I'd love to. I would go, but all my family's here except my son. He lives in Georgia and daughter in Wyoming. Gary, have you? No, I guess you said you haven't, but that would be amazing. I imagine I've been through Georgia, Gary, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful state. Wyoming. Now, I've never been out west, Gary. Never been out west Canada or out west in the United States. I've been in the airports out west, like out Washington State, out down in California and stuff. Then Denver and Texas and all that. But I've never actually been. I've been to a lot of the Eastern Board states and stuff like that. Like into Missouri and Indiana and like Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, New York, Pennsylvania, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut. No, I don't know if Connecticut, sorry, not been to Connecticut. Been to District of Columbia, which is pretty much just that city. And then, what else? North, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, all those states. And been into Colorado, and down into Texas. But Texas, I was just in the airports in Texas. But other than that, I was out to San Francisco and LA years ago, but just in the airports, flying out of there, but never anything beyond that. Riverhat Skippy, hey bud, how are you? It's good to see you. Gary Scandal says, my daughter, son-in-law is a big game guide in Wyoming. Oh wow, that's amazing. Have they been out there a long time, Gary? Or that would be absolutely amazing to see. I can't even fathom, like, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, Montana, all those states. They'd be absolutely beautiful to see. I mean, you know, when I jokingly put the pictures, not jokingly, when I put the images up of the mountains, like, I think, like, Montana and some of these other states, Wyoming, some of these states, I don't know exactly a lot about Wyoming, but, like, Montana and some of the other states, some with the mountains and stuff like that, I think Wyoming would as well. But, my gosh, some of those images are absolutely beautiful. Like, and then, you know, documentaries I've watched. So, unfortunately, I don't know much about it, but I've seen, you know, a lot of the different history shows and stuff, and I really enjoy that. But they've been out 5 years. They must love it. They must love it out there. Oh my gosh, it would be absolutely beautiful out there. Oh my gosh, that to me would be paradise. Just to be not away from people, but be out, kind of. I would love the freedom not to be in the city. We live kind of in a populated area and stuff. And it's funny, I grew up to a teenager living in a big city. And, you know, I loved it. And then when I was in high school, teenage years, our parents moved us to a small town, about 5,000 people. So I went from the big city to a small, little, dinky, tiny little town. And those years, you know, you're just getting into your teenage years. From the 4 or 5 years that I was there, I couldn't wait to get out. Went off to college, went back to the city, then I came home back to the small town for a couple of years. And then about 23 years ago, moved here to the city again. And I don't mind it, but my daughter's here. I always said to my wife said she'd move too, but she knows that I'll never move as long as my daughter's here. And she's got a couple more years of high school, and then she goes off to college or university, whatever. Hopefully she just stays here because it'll be a little more reasonable. But that's what's happening. Gary says they just came home from Africa on vacation. Oh gosh, Gary, they must have had a blast. They must. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Certainly would. Let me see here. Oh gosh. So how's everybody's day doing? Everybody having a good one today? It's you know what? I don't probably think this stream, probably any notification went out for anybody. Yesterday it may have gone out because I used the YouTube live stream, so it may have got sent out to people, which is great. But I like to use this so I can use all the different images and stuff and different backgrounds. I can't use that through YouTube, so through live streaming that way. So that's the reason to go this way. But when I go this way, I don't really have a capability to set like a notification. I tried about an hour and a half ago. I tried live events to see if I could create one, to see if I could set it up, and it created a live event, and it was fine. I had about 10-15 people in it for about 5-10 minutes. But the only problem is it set up Sunday stream with Joe, my wife, so the image went out as Jeff and JoJo. It set everything up that way, and all the descriptions, everything I put for the testing stream didn't go out at all. It went live, but it didn't send anything out that I wanted to. So I thought, well, I can't do that because if I go live, it's just going to be all, you know, like that. Because I could use OBS that way too, through an event, but it didn't set it up the way I wanted to. So I just went back to the way I was working on it. Let's see here. Gary says, Steve, I've been watching Desmond's Donders. They have nice travel videos from, I want to say, Scotland. Is that right, Jeff? Yes, it is. It is right. Dave from Desmond's Donders in Scotland. And today's video, I think it was like over the either this year or last year, I can't remember if it was 2017 or 18 or whatever. It was like a kind of a compilation video of like some clips from the over his videos and some of the Donders him and his wife Lindsay have gone on. So it's brilliant. And I told Dave, I said, I know he's on holidays, and he sent a message back. Yeah, he says, yeah, they're having a good time in that. But I said to him, the music that you put with it is fantastic. It's funny, you know what? When you do a live, I mean, I can't use really music for this and that, but for your videos, I love having music and stuff. My wife is the one that does all that, because we just use the YouTube library and that. And I think, you know, that was on some good advice and stuff. There's great programs out there to put your music out, but we're just concerned if something, if we chose the wrong one, or if we chose one, you know, you never know. Some of them say copyright free or whatever, but unless you're 100%, you know, you never know. So that's why we use the YouTube library, and we found it. You know, it's good. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but that one we definitely found pretty decent in that. Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm. Hello, I did the day. Like your cabin? Yes. How do you know what? I have some different images for this week. I'll show you quickly. I set up 4 different images for the week. Each day, like Gary said, he liked I think the mountain view or the cabin view up in the hills, and we'll use that tomorrow. Like I said, I'll show you quickly. Like I said, tomorrow will be a different one, the next day and next day. But this is one of them, and I just chose this. Like, it was no one over another. I liked it right away. I thought, I'm going to use this today. Tomorrow I'll use the outdoor one. And anyways, I'll show you real quick what the other images are. So this is the cabin view. This is a mountain cabin. As Gary said, I think this is the one he liked. I really like this too. It's nice and bright, and you don't have to look at my goofy face as much. You can kind of take in the pitch image above and stuff like that. Another one, a river scene. It's almost like something out of like that movie River Runs Through It, if anybody's seen that movie. I just kind of like the image. And last one, Venice. So it kind of takes you on a travel paradise or something. But I'll go back to the cabin for now. Anyways, yeah, those are just some different images and stuff that I've been playing around with. And yeah, we'll use a different image each day and stuff like that. Just kind of livens it up. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a little bit trying to liven things up and stuff. But it is what it is, I guess. I like them all. Yeah, so do I. So do I. And literally, you know, there's a program out there. I'm sure there's tons of programs to get images like pictures off. And the one that I use, you know, I find a lot of images for thumbnails that I use. And as you can see, like the live that we do every day, like Monday to Friday, the Commit Don't Quit live one, I always make one image a week, because I could take an image a day, but it takes forever to set them up. So I just do one for the week. So you see it Monday to Friday, the same image, but it's just for the live stream anyways. And then if we're doing videos, we just either use a image from the video or just set up a picture or some other image and stuff. But yeah, you could either do the thumbnails that way, or you could set the images like this on this OBS program. So it is kind of cool. At least I find it is. Let's see here. Pizza Bake says, just dropping by to say, hey, work is starting to pick up, so I'll see y'all when it rains again. Have a good one. You too, Fitz. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate it. Have a great day, buddy. Thanks again. So... anyways, how's everybody's day doing? I know, you know, for some it could be evening. I think Razzle, it's either 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock at night or so over in France and that. But how's everybody's day doing? Everybody having a good one, or anybody having anything exciting going on today at all? Oh, no worries, Gary. And I really appreciate dropping by. Gotta head to the doctor, been sick the last couple days. Have a great day, Jeff, and all in the chat. You too, Gary. And I'm sorry you haven't been feeling better. Hope you feel better. Have a good one. We'll see you again, Gary. Take care. Thanks again. So, how's everybody else doing? Everybody else having a great one? Like I said, I've just been kind of playing around with things. It's 8:30 in Paris. So if it's 8:30, you're about 6 hours ahead of us. It's 2:24, so it's just about 2:30 in the afternoon here, Razzle. So you're about 6 hours. So yeah, I don't know why I was thinking 5, but 6 hours different, so that's not bad at all. How's the weather over there, Razzle? The sun's out here. It's a beautiful looking day, but cold. It's quite cold. We have, I think, with the weather, it is, what is it? It is -10. It was -14, -15 first thing this morning Celsius, but now it's about -10. Then with the wind chill, it's probably about -14, -15. But let's see here. It's raining in Paris. Oh, I'd love to have the rain right now, Roz. For one thing, just to get rid of the goofy snow we have. You know, about a week or two ago, the snow started melting. It started looking and feeling like spring here for a bit. And so if you see some of the images sometimes, it's just to try to lighten the day up, that's all. But it started melting, and then last week the snow started up. But today the sun's out. It's cold, but the sun's out. That makes you feel a little bit better. My wife's here. Now, your average Jojo. Hello, everybody. Hi, Joe. I'll make it quick for you. I showed everybody. How do you like the log cabin, Joe? Does it look nice? I love it. It looks like you are in a cabin today. I am. I decided, you know, I'm moving to a log cabin, sweetheart. So I'll show you the 4 images. I was saying Gary likes the next image. It's a little brighter, but there's 4. I'll use the next one tomorrow, and then the following and following. Anyways, these are the images for the week, Joe. This is the cabin view. This is the mountain view. This is one Gary Scandal likes. He had to go. He's got to go to the doctor. But this is the mountain cabin one. I like this too. It kind of livens things up a little bit. Let's see here. There's a river scene. It's like a river runs through it, Joe. If you're having kind of a rainy day, it looks like you're like in Portland, Oregon or something, or Washington State or something like that. And last scene, Venice, Joe. What do you think of Venice? Wouldn't that be nice? Steve was on here earlier telling us that he's never actually been to Venice, but I said, yeah, I've definitely never been over there, but it would be beautiful. Anyways, those are the views for today, but I'm just going to use this one today. So, yeah, just trying to liven things up, Joe, and, you know, I figured, you know, the nice thing about the images, all the images that I chose, all the backgrounds, anything that's behind here, I didn't literally have to, there's nothing behind it, so it's great. There's some images with people in them and stuff, so I didn't use those, but I used that one, the river one. But Mickey, good day. How you doing, Mickey? It's good to see you. Oh, hanging out in the cabin as well. Yes, yes. It's good. Nice cabin, yes. I'll show you quick the other images. I just set some other images up today. Mickey, I'll do them quick. I'll use a different image each day. Cabin view, a mountain view. Gary was on here earlier and said that he loves this view. I like it. We're going to use this one tomorrow, the cabin. I like this one. I love this one. It brightens the day up, doesn't it? Woot, woot, up in the mountains. Rivers, so I really like this one. You know, if you want to go fishing and stuff like that, we're out in the river. And then, if you want to travel to Venice, woot, 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 to Venice. I'd love to go to Venice, wouldn't you? Anyways, we're back to the cabin. We'll keep it on cabin for today, and we'll go up to the log cabin mountains and that tomorrow. Worm's Eye View, Pippa, it's good to see you. Mickey, it's good to see you. Your average Jojo, my wife, Razzle on the videos, Evans Gates Cherry Farm. Thanks, everybody. I hope I haven't missed anybody, and if I have, apologize. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might be it right now. Anyways, yes, night, woot, woot. Oh, gosh. Joe, you know, it's funny, earlier I had the live image going, the live chat going, everything was working properly. Then I switched over to live chat. Guess what? It doesn't work. It's unavailable again. So you must have to set the code every time, the source code and that, before you set up the live, because if you don't, it doesn't. It says it's unavailable. Now, if I set the source code in the system, it'll work, but I'm not going to do it while I'm live right now. But oh, yes, throw a log on the cabin. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I could totally go for, here's me sitting be at the fire. Got my feet up, having a drink. Anyways, that would be nice. I'll dim the lights for everybody. There we are. There we are. We're in a nice, cozy setting. Now you can't see the idiot. Here we are. Oh, gosh. Do you like that? Oh, gosh. You see, you don't have to see my shiny head when I turn the kitchen. I've got 2 lights, one right over top of me here, and then over there. That one, a little bright, isn't it? But I don't have others lighting. I'd like to get one of those lights. I think Mickey has one of them. You know, the lights for the background. Those lights are very cool. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. I've seen them before, but I'm not exactly sure what the lighting is exactly. But that would be cool, because then I could turn some of these other lights off. It wouldn't be so shining off the chrome dome here. Yes, mood lighting, Pip, mood lighting. Imagine that. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I'm just like sitting back, reading a book up at the cabin or something like that. I kind of liked it. It kind of looked rustic and stuff like that. I love the image. My wife's sister, she lives up in northern BC, just a couple hours outside of Yukon. And her and her husband and kids, they live in a log cabin. Like, I don't know. I've seen pictures. I've never actually been there. But it looks something, I guess, imagine like that. I just think that would be a beautiful setting. I always said to my wife, it'd be great to live out in the middle of nowhere. I was talking to Gary Scannell. He was on here earlier. I was saying, Gary, later in life, I would love to move to either a small town or somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. I would love that. It would be fantastic. We live in the city, and I don't mind it. Our daughter lives here, and she's just with us on the weekend. But I always said to my wife, I'll never move as long as she's going to school. She's got a couple of years left of high school, and then she goes off either to college or university, whatever, and whichever. And I mean, hopefully she stays here in the city, because then it won't be a fortune. But I mean, we have a college and a university here, and they're pretty decent and stuff. Actually, the one university is probably one of the better ones in Canada. But yeah, I hope she stays here, and then once that's done, she moves on with her life and stuff. But yeah, for now, we definitely won't move and stuff like that. Wow, I would love to live in a cabin. Wouldn't you, Pippa? I would love it. I think my wife would. I don't know if she would. I always say to her and make jokes and stuff, because she's from, well, it's not a small town. It's like a city and stuff. But way up north, about 6 or 7 hours from here. And when you're driving up there, you drive through nothingness pretty much, like through the mountains and through the trees and stuff. It's quite, it's like bush country and stuff going up there, and then you get there, it's like a city in the middle of nowhere. It seems like that, but quite nice. I think we talked one time about that, but like I said, as long as my daughter's here, I can't never do that while she's here and stuff. Hey, Pacquiao, hey John, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Dragon Lady? No, I'm just kidding, buddy. I feel kind of foolish now. It's funny, is it agreed or regret? John's friend, the Wildling. We were watching it, and I never hear the names. And now that you've said some of the names, John, it's funny. We heard it last night, and we were watching. Daenerys finally took over the Unsullied, I guess, or not took over. She released the slaves, the Unsullied and stuff, on the one episode, and it was fantastic. I love the show, but anyways, we started hearing some of the names. I'm like, I didn't know this person was called this. I said to my wife, I said, I don't know how John does it. I would have to keep like a book or a description, John, and write everybody's name down. I can barely get by some of the main characters, much less all the others. But oh my gosh, the show's getting good. I said to Joe, once that scene started with Daenerys and all that, once that started, I thought the show's definitely, that's when it really piqued my interest. Oh yes, Pippa says, I imagine log cabins have spider issues, though I imagine they do. Can you imagine? Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I imagine they have some different issues. John, APAC, I want to show you, I'm showing everybody quick, I just switched some images up in that to go back and forth to this week. So here's our cabin view. Tomorrow we'll go to the mountain, up into the mountains or something tomorrow. I kind of like this scene. River, if you're, you're feeling like you're out west or something. And then if you want to go overseas, come to Venice. Anyways, I'll get back to the cabin view. But yeah, those are the images for the week and that. Just kind of some fun looking images. That's all it is. But Mayor Mickey, yes, Mayor Mickey. I love it. Mickey, I love the ears last night. I know you've had some, but I like them. Which one's Dracarys? Which one's Dracarys? John. Oh, I've studied the books for 10 years. Well, there you go. Well, John, we just started watching them about 3 years ago, the show, and we love it, but Joe and I just started watching the show about 3 years ago, and like I said, I you know what? I honestly am not gonna try and make out to anybody that I know. You know, like the main characters, and like I'll say, hey, the Dragon Lady or something. But I for life of me, sometimes I can't remember all the names. But I think some of the best scenes I've ever seen for footage on any television show. To me, it's not even a television show. It's like watching a movie every time you watch the show. Yes, Willie, I did. Willie, it's good to see you. Did you hear King Kong Bundy? He's a wrestler from... Yes, he passed away. Yes, I did. You know what? I think he was 61 or 62, Willie. For some reason, I thought the man unfortunately passed away already. But, yeah, I did. I think a few people put it up on Facebook today, so it is too bad. I mean, you don't like to hear about anything like that for anybody, but 61 or 62 is not that old either, Willie. It is not. Hey, Pac-Man says, cool, I almost built a cabin. Did you really, John? Oh my gosh. Now, here, you know, you could build a cabin, but we live in the city, and it's a college university town. And so a lot of things with kids, younger people, younger families and stuff here. They have a lot of people that moved here for, like, for schooling. Some people stayed. They have a lot of insurance companies here. A lot of, like, healthcare jobs and stuff that are here. I think we have 4 hospitals in the city. Anyways, the city, it's pretty big size. It's about just under 500,000 people. But the surrounding area is all like urban. It's a lot of country and stuff like that. So a lot of farming communities around. Nothing wrong with that. But as you know, farming communities, it's a lot of flat grounds for, you know, corn, tobacco, the different vegetables and fruits and stuff. So there's a lot of flat land. So, you know, a log cabin, you could build one. You're not going to get the excitement as if you were like up in the mountains or somewhere exciting. But I mean, if you went up northern Ontario, you would get that. But we're quite a distance away from that. Pac-Milk John says, Dakars is what Danny says to get the dragons to breathe fire. That's it. Yes, and then she says that it's her mother tongue or something to him. Oh my gosh, yeah, because I said to Joe, I don't remember her giving one of the dragons up. And then boom. It's funny, we're rewatching it, and I said to Joe, there's some scenes I don't even remember happening. Like, but when that scene happened, the funny thing is, John, the first time we watched it, and we didn't have subtitles. So we didn't know what they were saying the whole time. We're like, without the subtitles, it's kind of meaningless. It's just like reading lips. But this time around, we had the subtitles, so it was perfect. But yeah, what's the fella's name? I don't know if he's Welsh, British, or what he is. He's Daenerys, not sidekick, but the knight that's with her all the times. The older gentleman. He looks like he's in his about late 50s, maybe early 60s. The blonde hair, but he's the fella that ends up with a stone face, or the body of stone, half body, or a stone later on, and then things switch up for him. I don't know what his name is, but I think he had like a UK show or something. Northern Ohio Railroad Action. Hello everybody, and hi again, Jeff. I love the new background effects on your OBS. You know what, I'm going to show you now. Every time somebody comes in, I'll show them quick. I switched up a bit, Northern Ohio Railroad Action. Today we're in the log cabin. Tomorrow we'll be up in the mountains. Next day up in like a river scene or something. And up to Venice the last day. Anyways, I'll switch it back to cabin. But we'll just keep it on one image a day and stuff, just to kind of liven things up. That's all. But yeah, just playing with OBS, just trying to liven the image stream up a little bit. That's all it is. He was 61, was he, Willie? Ah, okay. Okay. That's too bad. It is cool, isn't it? Northern Ohio Railroad Action. A lot of great ways to liven it up, make it. As you can see, you know, I can make it just the kitchen. There's nothing wrong with the kitchen. You know, I joke around all the time. And, you know, I'm lucky to have somewhere to shoot a video or a live and stuff. But, you know, it kind of takes away from the image. And at least the other ones, the colorful ones, you don't have to see me as much. You can see me underneath the image, so it's not so bad. Oh, gosh. Let me take a sip here. 2 seconds, everybody. It is cool, yeah. Hey, the purchase, Marie. Hey, how are you? Marie, you're going to be the next contestant to see the images. Nice cabin. Yeah, we're just trying to liven it up, Marie, that's all. I've got 4 images. I think everybody's going to be sick of it, Marie, after. But today's image is the log cabin. Let's see. Log cabin. Tomorrow. up in the mountains. It's like Bonanza or something. Hey, anybody ever remember Bonanza? That's what that image reminds me of. I love Bonanza as a kid. A river, like I was fly fishing. I don't want to put my feet up because I'll drop. Whoops, you don't want to see my feet. Put my feet up, learning some fish here. And then going to Venice. Woo, 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 as I said to Mickey earlier. But yeah, wouldn't that be nice to go to Venice? Even Steve Belief says, he's from Italy. He says, Jeff, can you believe I've never been to Venice? I said, well, we can go to Venice at least one day a week now. Anyways, we're back to the cabin. That's all. I just like the image. I thought it looked, I kind of liked it, just kind of liven it up. That's all. Oh, gosh. The Pritchards are here. Yes, John, the Pritchards are here. And Joe, Marie, I loved the channel that did the image of you and Martin, that the drawing, or it's not painting, right? It's like a drawing, is it? The new video that you put up. Everybody check out the Pritchards' new video today. They have a channel that she didn't even know them, and they drew like a portrait of Martin and Marie, the husband and wife from the Pritchards, and looks fantastic. So if you check it out, you'll be able to check out the wonderful work. I'm going to have to take a look at the name of the channel, Marie, but he did a fantastic job. I remember the name Kev or Kevin that you were saying, but I'll have to check out the channel name again. But, I mean, if you want to put his link or anything in, Marie, that's awesome. But you did it, or even for your video, Marie, because it looked great. It looked amazing. Let's see here. Back Road Freedom. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Good, good, good. How you doing? It's good to see you. Yes, Willie, King Kong Bundy passed away. You're right. Aren't the drawings... Listen to me stutter here, everybody, right? I'll let you know. I think I tell everybody this. When I was a little kid, I went to speech class. I couldn't pronounce my SHs. I was just like that. I couldn't pronounce it for the life of me. So every once in a while, if I talk too fast, I start stuttering. So I just need to slow it down. But yeah, the drawings are absolutely brilliant. They're amazing looking. They really are. They're really nice to nice to see and stuff. They are. Oh gosh, what was I going to say? I can't remember. See what happens when you get older. So how's everybody's day doing? Everybody having a good one? I hope everybody's having a great day. It's funny, you know what? About an hour and 20 minutes or so before the live, I tried to create an event, because yesterday I couldn't go live with OBS. It wouldn't allow me to go in. So I went through YouTube live stream, and it worked out great to the ending, and then the audio went out, which is, it is what it is. It was the last 2 minutes, I think, or 2.5 minutes. But it worked out perfect to then. But I set a notification, and it went out to everybody, so it was great. But unfortunately, I thought I could set up a live event. I thought, I've not been, with OBS, been able to set up a live event, so I did. But when I set up the live event, it didn't create the test live event that I wanted to. What it did is send out Sunday's live stream, the Jeff and JoJo show. So the descriptions, everything that I put in for the test live stream didn't go out. I said to the people that came on, I said, did it say that? They said, no, it says Jeff and JoJo. And I said, okay. So I tried it twice and it didn't work. So I just went back to this. WTF Mike Albright. Hey Mike, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Mike, how do you like the cabin? I've got 4 different images. Everybody's going to get sick and tired of it this week. Got the cabin, Mountain View, which I love. It reminds me of somewhat of like Bonanza or something. Like if you're fishing or something. And then the fun, if anybody wants to go to Europe, go see Venice. Anyways, that's our images for the week. Here we are. Let's see here. Background Freedom. I'm doing good. It's cold out, but the sun is shining. Telling myself it's going to be a great day. I have to get ready for work in a little while. Well, Back Road Freedom, thanks a lot for coming by. I really appreciate it. The sun was out here earlier on, too, about an hour ago. Even about 20 minutes ago. It's starting to go down again. It's cold, but you know what? At least it's not snowing anymore. That's the main thing. I really thank you for coming. I hope you have a good day, and I'm sorry you have to head to work, but thanks for coming, my friend. I appreciate it. Willie says, I had a country ham and cheese biscuit, and for lunch, buffalo wings and fries. Oh, Willie, sounds good. Oh, gosh, I thought you said something else, Marie. I just started reading. I thought, what? My youngest just passed her driving theory test tonight, so I can apply her for a driving test now. Oh, my gosh, that's amazing. Marie, that is amazing. Here, how does it work? They, my daughter in a week turns 16, and then she goes to, she can go to write her test, I guess. they set up an appointment, they go write the test, and then they can't get their full license for, I forget it. It used to be like you had 365 days to get your license back 30 years ago, but it's not like that now. Now it's I forget the exact theory of it, how they go around, but it's a totally different way of driving and stuff than it used to be here. But that's awesome, Marie. Good for her. I'm pleased for you both, and that she must be so happy. Let's see here. Oh yes, John, they are, aren't they? They're just images, but you know, at the site that I use, I go and, as you can see, they're not my images, of course, but I use them on the site to make thumbnails, which, you know, for the live, I set one thumbnail for the week, just because it's the same show, the same commit, don't quit live stream every day. So I just use the same one, then the next week a new one, a new one, a new one. But all the videos and that would try to make different ones. But for the background, you know, it's great. You could use pretty much any image you wanted. Let's see here. It was bait and switch. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, Back Road Freedom. I'm going to be here for another 15 minutes. Okay, that's awesome. No, I didn't mean anything, but I was just going to say I really appreciate you for coming. That's what I was going to say, but that's what I guess I was trying to say. Let's see here. Let's see. Willie, you're hilarious, buddy. Willie, you know what? If you made a t-shirt, Willie, that's what you would have to have on it. Did you see my comment? So, Willie, when you come in, you're always like, Jeff, did you see my comment? And you know, Willie, you get me every time, because I'm always running through the stream, and I'll say to Joe, I say, what comment was he talking about? I go through the stream looking for it every time, Willie. You get me every time, buddy. Adventures with Connor. Hi, I'm back. Good. Adventures with Connor. It's great to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. As you can see, we're in a log cabin right now. Just a picture, Connor. But we're having a picture of a log cabin today. Let's see here. Oh, gosh. Mike, want to say you look good with the, well, without the beard, and you must have lowered your ears or something. Must have got a haircut, Mike. Haircut and a shave and stuff like that. As you can see, this is as good as I get, Mike. But let's see here. There we are. So I hope everybody's having a good day. You know what? I was going to say it's Thursday. We got one more day, but yeah, we have a few more. See what happens when senility sets in. But let's see here. Oh, not there yet. Liking the log cabin. Well, you know what? We have a new taker. We're going to show you the rest of the images. Everybody, I'm sure, that's either been here or seen the images by now are probably sick of them. But not there yet. Thanks very much. Just trying to liven it up. Got a different image for each day now for the week. So today we have the log cabin up in the mountains. Anybody ever remember Bonanza, the TV show? That's what this image reminds me of. Something... If I could wake up to that every day, that would be my dream right there. Of course, you know, we live in a farming area and stuff like that with a lot of flat land, so we're not going to see that. But, you know, I can't complain where we live, to be honest. Anyways, we're going to use this image tomorrow. Like a fishing image, like a river runs through an image or something. Like you're out in Washington State or up in Oregon or something like that. Just somewhere fishing and stuff. Actually, if anybody remembers First Blood, does anybody remember First Blood? That's what that reminds me of. It must have been filmed in like Portland or Washington State, something like that, with Sylvester Stallone, because that's exactly what that looks like to me. Venice, if you want to go to Europe, we've got Europe too at the end of the week. Anyways, we'll go back to the cabin. And there we go. Yes, Mickey, I so did. You know, and I slipped up. I guess I'm wishing it was Friday, but every day I'm wishing it's not Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'm usually wishing it's Friday or Friday evening and stuff. Like from the time Sunday night, just before we go to bed, I'm thinking it doesn't matter if I've got things to do or be busy or whatever. I'm always wishing for Friday, as my wife would say. I'm wishing my life away, but. Oh, no worries, Marie. Hey, Jeff, I got to go. Have a great day. You too, Marie, and thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. And say congrats to your daughter on that. That's amazing. Willie says, my day was okay. Just wish I had warmer weather. Yes. Mickey, I wish it was Thursday, too. And you know what? Just think, you know, you'd have, they say, one more sleep. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Adventures with Connor saying hi to everybody. Connor, it's great to have you here on Hook TV. Hello, everybody. I'm Hook TV. How are you? It's good to see you. Great to see you. You know what? We have log cabin. We got some different images, but today we're up in a log cabin. At least the images today. Let's see here. There we are. Okay, so let's see where I'm at here. So I've been playing around. You know, about a week ago I uninstalled Windows and reinstalled it. But when I reinstalled it, I had to reset everything up, like all the different programs, like this OBS and a lot of different things. And most of the settings are bang on. Everything, I was able to set things back up correctly. The only thing is, since I've reinstalled everything, 99% of things are working. Just the one thing that I do want to do on some of the streams, on the side, I'd like to put the chat. I mean, you still see the live chat on YouTube, but on OBS, you're given a capability to add the live chat to your image. And I had been doing that, and it was working. I even had it working last night. And first thing this morning, I had it working. But it seems like it works, and then the next time you log out and come back in, it says the image is unavailable. So the live stream, you can't keep the chat embedded on the image. You have to actually uninstall it and reinstall it, put all the settings back in each time, where before you didn't have to do it. Excuse me. And before it was imprinted, but I can't. There's something happened either with one of the settings, or there was an update to OBS, and I don't know if it's that. But for the life of me, I can't figure what it is, because there's like a code that you have to, a computer code that you have to do to put in settings to get it to embed on the stream. You can copy the live chat and the Popo chat and embed it there, and it'll be white and all that. But if you want it to look black and have different colors on it, that's like a different code that you have to set up and install. And it works, but the next time you go out and come back in, it's unavailable every time. It's the strangest thing. Razo says, "Gotta go, Jeff. You take care, Razo, and thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it." Let's see here. Razo, you take care. Thanks again for coming. Okay, much appreciated. Much appreciated. What? Mickey says, "I'm hooked." I said, "Hi," in Thai, and Michael Albright's not impressed. Why, what happened, Mickey? What happened? Let's see. Oh, Mickey, guess who I saw last night? Mim. I hadn't seen Mim in a long time, and unfortunately I didn't catch him live, but I think we're about 45 minutes, and I watched his live. It was great to see him. You know, I miss him. I don't get to see him. I used to see him every day, talk to him every day. But it's been a while. But it was awful good to see him. Awful good, and was chatting back and forth and some messages and that to him. So it was great to see him. But yeah, I miss him. I wish we could see him again more often. Oh gosh, Mike. Oh my gosh. Mickey says, "Yay, Mim. Yay, I saw him the other day. Also good. Yeah. Oh, I miss him, Mickey. You know what? And I'll tell you, everybody. You know what? It doesn't matter what I say. The only reason I'm live streaming is because of Mim. That's 200% because of Mim. If it wasn't for Mim, I wouldn't have done any of this. I used to watch him every day. You know, Mim, if everybody knows Mim, I don't have his link. If anybody could put Mim's link in there, that'd be awesome. Mim, he's a great fella, and that great friend, and that met him just after I first started all this YouTube stuff. And you know what? I watched another fella first, and then this next person I started watching was Mim. You know, he would take you on an adventure almost every day. He lives in Denmark, and you know, he would take you downtown in the city or whatever, and he'd do lives like out on the road, and he'll take you through the city and let you see all the stuff, and then he'd talk about it. And we just had a blast, you know, talking back and forth. And I thought, this is fantastic. And I said to him, I can never do this. He said, "Oh yeah, you can do it." And then, you know, a couple weeks later, I tried it. You know, then you couldn't get rid of me. But you know, I had a blast watching Mim. So I'd love to be able to see Mim more often. I'm pretty sure, you know, if everybody saw Mim, they'd be impressed too. A real great fella, and that real nice fella. Let's see here. Hook TV says, Mickey, that's all the Spanish I know. I know enough to get slapped or beat up. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh geez, Mickey. Oh my gosh. Did you find a new Michael? Michael, all right, you messed. I'm not gonna read it, okay, Mickey? I'll just leave that, okay? Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Okay. How about this? I just read over some of the chat. That way, I don't. Everybody looks like they're having a good time here. The Preacher and Gov Blue Whale. Good evening, all. Good evening. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh geez, Mike. Oh geez. Oh gosh. So on that note, how's everybody doing? Anybody have anything exciting going on today? Anybody? Anything going on with the channel? Even not the channel. Anybody have anything exciting going on outside of YouTube other than the YouTube fun and stuff like that? Anything new going on for anybody? Let's see here. The fun and excitement. I found out I'm going to get a set of new tires put on Thursday morning. We've got like an SUV, and I think there's just slightly over 50,000 kilometers on it. It's pretty much brand new in that, but the tires are not starting to go, but I always found that around 50 clicks, it's always good to change up the tires and stuff like that. So we're getting a new set of tires. I'm sure everybody wants to know that, but we're getting a new set of tires put on Thursday morning. But yeah, that's, everybody's like, we're not listening to you anyways, Jeff. But oh gosh, let's see here. Northern Ohio Railroad action, doing okay here. Too cold for outside activities. Yeah, no, it's chilly here too, and it's funny, you know what? The sun's out, and it's a beautiful looking day, but it's darn cold out. It really is. It really is. Ooh. E-Pack Mill, new Game of Thrones trailer just dropped today. I will have to take a look quick look this evening. I will have to take a look. I haven't, you know what, your show last night, John, your live last night, that lady, I think she said she was Canadian, is she? I'm pretty sure that I saw on her Twitter or something, she's from Toronto or that area or something, but I think she might be Canadian, John, as far as I could see. But the lady had on, she did a fantastic job, but on her banner or whatever, on her Twitter banner, that image, that looked amazing. I mean, I don't know if it's an animated or like an actual photograph, John, but it looked amazing. Just looked amazing. But I'll have to take a look for it. WTF Mike says, did he just say clicks? What? Are you talking to me, Mike? Maybe I did. I don't know. Oh gosh. Northern Ohio Railroad action says snow and windy here. Yeah, no, we've got snow. It hasn't snowed in a few days, but it's just cold. I can't wait for spring. I don't know. You know what? My wife's like, I think it came in here like a lamb, and it's going to go out. You know, they always say it comes in like a lamb, goes out like a lion, or vice versa. But it didn't come in that bad. So usually when that's the case, usually you have to wait to the end of the month, and usually the end of the month is that's it. You know. Oh yes, yes. Judy Turner, hello, Judy. WTF Mike Albright says 50 clicks on your tires. Yes, sorry, Mike. Yeah, that's. I guess I did say click. Sorry. I guess what I meant was when I say 50 clicks, I mean 50 clicks. I guess Mike here. It might be an old saying or something. I used to hear like my grandfather and stuff. So here, like if you, we got 50,000 kilometers on the tires. So I guess I said 50 clicks. I guess it was just a saying. That's all. I don't even think I realized I said it, Mike. Maybe everybody here doesn't say it. It's just a saying. I don't know. But yeah, 50 clicks on the tires. They literally, or 50,000 clicks on the tires. Not 50 clicks, I guess. But yeah, let's put it this way. I think they need changing. But the treads aren't going like, you know, when you take a look at the treads, you can see. I still have tread left. No worries that way. But it just. It's always good to switch them out and stuff. And, you know what I find gives a little bit... Listen to me, I don't know a darn thing about cars and stuff. I'm going to say, it gives a little bit better performance. But I find usually when I get the tires changed, it runs smoother. And, you know, it seems like I know it sounds ridiculous, but I seem to get a little bit more better mileage Okay, I think that's enough of me talking about anything about vehicles because I know nothing about them. Oh yes, Abe Pacino says the picture was from Entertainment Weekly. I thought so. It looked amazing. It really did. You know, it's funny, that image when they were standing there in the background. When I think of Medieval Times, I know that's not Medieval Times, but Medieval Times does a great job at trying to reproduce. That's what like the inside of like Medieval Times look like in certain sections. But oh my gosh! And you know what, Medieval Times, John? They have a certain section you can buy swords, Game of Thrones swords and stuff like that. It's brilliant. Backroad Freedom. Okay, I need to go now. My friend, have a wonderful day. You too, and thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. There we are. Oh, was it Mike? Okay, maybe that's why then. Okay, I didn't know that, Mike. It just, yeah, I did not know that, Mike. I've always used it since I was probably a kid and stuff like that. I didn't know that's what it was. You see, and my dad used to say it and stuff, and my grandfather used to say. I guess it was just something. I didn't even realize I was saying it. I guess, but that makes sense. That makes sense completely. That makes sense. Next month, Game of Thrones. Yes, yeah, that's right. I guess I was thinking 2 months. It's really like what, 5 weeks away? I guess the middle of April. I can't believe it. Like, it seems like it's been a couple of years now since that show has been on. They do a great job in Medieval Times. Oh my gosh, do they ever? You know what? Like I said, the kids love going, and I'm not gonna not admit I love going too. It was a lot of fun. Mickey says I did. WTF? I didn't know that. April 14th, right? So yeah, we're about 5 weeks away, I guess. Really, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. And John, Abe Pacino, we came last night to the episode where the Hound and Ned Stark's daughter. I'm not gonna, not Sansa, not Sansa, but the other daughter, the youngest daughter. Like I said, see, John, I can't remember the names, but Sansa's sister, the youngest one, she's with a Hound, and they're out in the middle of nowhere, and they meet up with this group of fellas, and the Hound has to fight that one fella, the fella with the patch on the eye. Whatever that fella, his character's name is, it's funny, you know what? That character is on a show that I watch called Fortitude. He's the main character on Fortitude. Now, I don't know what his name is. I thought he was British or Norwegian, but I think he's actually from Northern Ireland, that fella. But that fella, the guy with the patch, the guy that they can't actually finish off, every time they do, he just keeps coming back. That guy, he's on Fortitude, and I can't tell you what his name is, but that guy's the main character on a TV show that I watch called Fortitude, which is a fantastic show. And yeah, if you ever saw Fortitude, it takes place supposedly up in Norway. It's an absolutely brilliant show. Really, really interesting show. If get a chance, and Ned Stark's wife from Game of Thrones is on Fortitude. She plays one of the wives on Fortitude for a while. Good show, good show. Beric Dondarrion. Okay, I don't know how to. I know I'm not saying it right, John. But that character, yes, he's on Fortitude. And if you ever get a chance, if you've seen it, great. But if not, Fortitude's a fantastic show. I found it after we watched Outlander, then Game of Thrones, then I started watching Vikings. I'm really into Vikings quite a bit. But then I found Fortitude. It was a Sky TV show. It's a English show, I think, filmed. But I think it's filmed in Iceland or Norway. I think it's filmed in Iceland, to be truthful, but fantastic show. True Drone Reviews, green screen now. Well, OBS, and then just like the webcam and stuff, and just able to just show some different image through drone reviews. But it just kind of livens it up, but that's all. Thanks very much for coming. I really appreciate it. WTF Mike, oh... Okay, I'm lost. What the heck is he talking about, Mickey? Oh, gosh. If I'm talking about Game of Thrones, Mike, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm getting excited now. We used to watch that show, Joe and I, for a while, and then we haven't seen it in a couple of years. And we just started about a week and a half ago, Mike, rewatching Game of Thrones because it's coming back next month. So I think, you know, once I see somebody in here and I bring this topic up, I kind of ramble on it, Mike. So sorry about that. Abe Pacino, is Fortitude on Netflix? I don't know if it is, John. I downloaded the show Fortitude. No, not downloaded it. I have a program called Kodi, which is through Android. It's an Android box, and we stream it off the internet. You buy the box, and then you install the programs, all the settings onto the box, and it's just a streaming service. And you stream it. It goes from the computer here over to the box onto the TV. And I watch everything. I watch like sports. I watch all the TV programs, all the you can watch Game of Thrones, any HBO, any show you want. If you want to watch soccer, you want, like football over in England, anything you want to watch in the world is on there. Pretty much you can pick anything up there. And that's where I watch Fortitude. So I don't really know. What happened is I watch a British channel, the news program. Instead of CNN, I watch Sky News. Sky News is from the UK, I guess, and it shows all the European news. It shows worldwide news, and I watch it from there. And from there, I found out a lot of shows like this Fortitude. And Fortitude is broadcast off Sky, and that's how I pick it up. But if that makes any sense. But if you look it up, yeah, you'd find a lot of characters. The Ned Stark's wife, this fella from Game of Thrones, he's the main character on Fortitude, and so is Stanley Tucci, if anybody knows that name. Stanley of Ned Stark. Anyways, that's who it is. Oh gosh, am I offline? Does anybody know if I actually... it says that I lost the connection. Am I still live, everybody? Does anybody know if we lost connection here? Let's see here. Sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to bore anybody. And then, wait, Mike, if you don't watch Game of Thrones, you would be lost. Just have a seat and listen. Sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to, honestly, not trying to bore anybody. I just started talking to John and then to Mickey and a few other people we're talking about. And it's like when I get talking about music and movies, I can just ramble on. I may not know a lot about this. I don't know anything like John does. But I'm interested. You know what? John's telling me of some of the names and stuff. Telling me a little bit about things. Like I said, I know nothing compared to John. I'm just so interested in it. So it's kind of nice talking about it. So, but please, if anybody gets bored, just let me know. I promise I'll stop. True Drone Reviews. I was trying to stream pre-recorded videos today with OBS. Yeah, I don't know. True Drone Reviews. I'm not aware. Like, I know you can actually start recording. Like, I could record the stream. I've done it once, and it works. And I've never actually. And then I guess you could. I guess you could, yeah, because you just find your location where it records to, and then take that, put it in YouTube, and then you can download it to or upload it to YouTube, I guess. But I've never done it, but I know you can. Mickey says, "Eddie, the day I want to go to the Game of Thrones Museum in France. I want to go." Oh my gosh, Mickey, I didn't know they even had one. I would love to. I would love to in 2 seconds. That would be amazing. And you know what's funny, Mickey? I'm interested in that. I knew I was going to be interested. But my wife, Jill, I never thought... We watched Outlander. She got into that first, and I was surprised. I think Outlander's more of a love story, so she was really into that. And one of the main characters on Outlander, one of the villains, not the main character, but the first season or so, not Frank, but yeah, he plays two characters, Frank and a fellow back in the past. He is one of the characters on Game of Thrones in Season 3. He's one of the Stark's cousins. I think his name's Tobias Menzies or something. He appeared in Game of Thrones, but he was a character in Outlander. And we started watching Outlander, and then after that finished, then we went to Game of Thrones. That's how it worked. Ivy Reno, hello Jeff and all. It's good to see you, Ivy. It's great to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. WTF, Mike. True Drones, that doesn't sound like a good idea. People love to interact on lives, laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't know how you... how things work that way, True Drone Reviews or Mike. I know you can record it, but I guess you wouldn't really be using OBS. All you would do is you'd record it on OBS and then put it out on YouTube. I'm guessing. I don't know. True Drone Reviews. I got it to work by downsampling the video to 720p. Okay. You can still chat doing it. Oh, can you? Oh, okay. That's really cool. I did not know that. I'll have to take a look at that. I will have to take a look at it. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm missing a lot of chat here. Sorry about this, everybody. I'll be at Con of Thrones in July. Oh, that's awesome, John. That is cool. Oh, Moose Scrapper. Hey, you like the log cabin theme, by the way? Yes, Moose Scrapper. I do. I just switched things up. I'll show you, Moose. Everybody, everybody buffered, but it's okay now. Good. Yeah. What happened? OBS said I just regained the stream. I'm like, what? I didn't even know I lost it. So it must have went out for a bit and it pulled it back up. So I didn't even need to do anything. That was kind of cool. So I've got about 4 scenes I kind of worked on today. Just images. That's all they are. So there's a cabin view for today. Tomorrow I'll go into a mountain scene, a river scene, and then if you go to Europe, go to Venice. Anyways, those are just some scenes. Just kind of cool images and stuff like that, just to kind of liven it up. Just to, you know, you can still talk to people and that, but just it's like having a different background. Since it's a kitchen, it kind of, I don't want to say it takes away, but it, in a slight way, it does. That's all. It's good to have you here, Moose Scrapper. Good to have everybody here, still here. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about if it did go off. I do apologize, everybody. Mickey says, Mr. Scrapper, he went offline, then came back. Okay, yeah, no, I noticed it, and it's the weirdest thing. I wasn't down in the chat, so I was probably talking for a bit, and I didn't even know. And then OBS actually gave me a message. It popped up. I heard this like chime. OBS said it reconnected. I thought, what do you mean it reconnected? I didn't even know. As you can see, I was yapping on. I didn't even know I went offline, I guess, for a bit. But it's kind of nice that it doesn't drop you out completely. Lost connection for 20 seconds. Okay, well, sorry about that, everybody. All good, Jeff. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm sorry about that. I didn't even know that I was off. I did not even know if I was off there. Let's see. Oh, yes, Mickey, that's what Joe and I are doing. Mickey says, my hubby and I binge watch Game of Thrones for 2 to 3 weeks. Mickey, that's what we're doing. We're almost done. Almost done season 3. We're up to episode 7 or 8, so we'll probably later after Ethan goes to bed tonight, we'll watch probably episode 7 and 8 or 8 and 9. One of those. I think we'll either be done. We'll be done season 3 by tomorrow for sure, and then we'll be into season 4. The only thing is I've got season 1 to 3 on a Seagate hard drive that I've got, an external hard drive. I've got all 3 seasons, so that's how we've been watching that. But then the next 4 seasons, I'm gonna have to go to the Android box and watch them through that because I don't have them stored any other way. So I'm hoping they work. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, you like it too, do you, Moose Scrapper? Oh yeah, it's about time to binge watch it again before the final season. Oh my gosh, Moose Scrapper. I got talking. I think I might have bored some people here, but oh yeah, we're quite into it now. For about a week and a half, we're almost done by tomorrow. By tomorrow we'll be done season 3. So that's about in a week or so. But we've been watching about 2 or 3 episodes a night. Usually, if we started at 9, we can be done 3 episodes by midnight. So and then Joe says, "Okay, enough," because I'll say, "Do you want to watch another one?" Let's see here. I still got coffee left. I thought I was done my coffee. Oh yes, Ivy, cool background, Jeff, using OBS. Yes, and like I said, there's a lot of people know OBS way better than I. I'm nothing more than a person that's just watching some videos, that's able to take some images, just put our webcam over top of it. That's all. Put like a chat thing. That's all it is, and put some and all that stuff. If you watch people tutorials, you can figure it out and stuff like that. Anybody could, but yeah, I like it just because it gives it kind of a lively feel and stuff. That's all. And oh, Joe, you're still here. I didn't know if you're here at all. The kitchen is good. It's down to earth. Yeah, true drone review. You're right. And like I said, I think we're still going to look at about getting a green screen from Amazon, and then we can remove everything and then literally be sitting there. But it really is good, and we've used it this long for what, 5 months now, Joe. But honestly, yeah, and it like you said, it's down to earth. It's this is us. As you can see, we live in a townhouse, so we don't have the extra. I don't have like an office that I could go to. Previously, I did in one of the places I lived, the house that we had previously, but not here. We don't have the extra room. There's 3 rooms, 1 for each of us, pretty much, and that it is what it is and stuff like that. But we're okay with it, and it's not so bad. At least as long as I do the dishes, which I do, try to every day, and get things cleaned up. You just kind of have to look at some of the stuff, but not that bad, really. Joe, Ivy Areno, Ivy's here. PDB, Paul, it's good to see you. PMDB Entertainment. Every time, Paul, right? Only once in a blue moon do I get it right. PMDB Entertainment. Paul, it's good to see you. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I don't know if you like Game of Thrones, Paul. I don't think you do. I think I might have talked about it before. I was talking on our rampant about it there for a bit, so I may have bored a few people, unfortunately, Paul. It's good to have you here. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Hey, Paul, do you want to see some of the images? I'm showing everybody as they come in. I think everybody's bored of me showing the images. We've got cabin view today. Tomorrow we'll have like a mountain view, river view the next day, and then by Friday, Venice. Just kind of take you away to Europe or something. Anyways, we'll keep it on that for now. No, I didn't think you did, Paul. I remember you saying, I think I talked about it once before, and you said, I don't watch that. Yeah, and you know what, Paul, I didn't think we were going to watch it either, but a couple years ago we started to, and then we just, you know, like other things, just got hooked. Florida Pirate, stopping by to say hi. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Hit that like button. Thanks, Mickey. I appreciate it. I like the cabin view. Yeah, Paul, I do too. I like it too. You know what? They're just images. That's all they are, and just kind of trying to liven it up a little bit. That's pretty much all it is. Gosh, where's the day gone today? It's oh, electronic students. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm good. It's good to see you. It is good to see you. Joe, electronic students here. See, the avatar looks just like Daniel's. Hope you're doing good. Yes, I'm doing good. Yes, and Joe says, Paul, I'm doing good for a Tuesday. Yeah, Joe, I conveniently put it out there earlier. I said, yeah, you know what? I'm so thankful today's Thursday. And Mickey says, what? It's Thursday? Oh, gosh. You know me. I start rambling, and it doesn't take me long to move on. Like 2 extra days, Joe. I must be wishing for that weekend. Oh, bye for now, Jeff and Jojo. Everybody, see you again later. Take care, Ivy, and thanks so much for coming. You must be late there. Thanks again, Ivy. You have a great one. It's good to see you. Oh, gosh. Mickey, you were moving last night. We didn't catch it till probably tail end, but my gosh, your stream was just moving like lightning. Joe says, my gosh, look at this. I said, I know. We were getting Ethan to bed, and then we were flipping between stuff, and said, oh, Mickey's on, so we turned it on, and Joe says, this is crazy, look at it, it's just going like wildfire, Mickey, everybody loves you. It was just going like wildfire last night. No, Paul says it's not the most exciting day. No, it's not, Paul, but hey, the main thing is it's not Monday anymore. I guess that's the only good thing, it's not Monday anymore. It is not Monday. Oh, okay. I thought you were going, Joe. Yeah, I'll probably stay on for about 6 or 7 more minutes, Joe. Then I'm going to have to close it down to go get Ethan. But have a couple more minutes before I have to pick Ethan up. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, it's been good to see everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. I really do. Let's see here. I was going to say, can I turn that light out there? But it's not going to work, eh? You know what? I was watching somebody stream, and Joe, I think I figured out how to. I was watching Scott Fichter. He did an OBS tutorial today, and on his stream, Joe, his OBS, he shows how if you want to bring the browser up on OBS, and you know how you can bring somebody's channel or the image of your screen, your desktop up. Showed how to do it, and then when you bring it up, you can't click on anything. You can just show it. But then there's a link within it that he showed how to set it up within OBS. That you set up like a virtual link of that, and that one allows you to click on things. And when you click on it from there, it changes the image on your screen. And that's how you would do it on OBS. At least that's the way he was showing. It was kind of cool. Like I said, I didn't know really anything about it, but it was kind of cool. I'll have to take a look at it later and stuff like that. Let's see here. Moose Grandpa, back to work. Have a great day, Jeff, and I'll watch it. Thanks again, Moose. You have a good day too. I realize people are working that, so thanks again for coming, buddy. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Let's see. Electronic students, I'm sad with you. What? And Mickey says, what happened? I don't know, Mickey. I'm not sure what happened. That is great. It is, Joe. It was really cool. I mean, Scott knows a lot of stuff, and, you know, his OBS tutorial, you know, a lot I was familiar with, but that part, I'm sure there's other ones out there, but his was kind of right to the point. I liked it. It shows you exactly how to set that up. It's like some setting in OBS. You set that up. It shows your background and stuff like that, so you'll see the image. So if you want to show someone's channel, I guess, if you can, I don't know if you can do that, but you show that, you can't click on the link because it doesn't work that way because it's something streaming in the background. But the other program shows like a virtual link of it, and that virtual link or whatever, you click on the links there, and it changes things on your screen for you. It's really such a awesome thing to see and stuff like that. I didn't really know how it worked before, but like I said, we'll have to take a look at it. Let's see here. Oh, that is awesome. It is. So, how's everybody else's day doing? Everybody else having a good day? Anything? Oh, Mickey says, yeah, electronic students. I asked what happened. Yeah, I was wondering too, Mickey, because they said something. I'm sad with you, but I'm not sure what electronic students are asking either. I don't know. I didn't see anything in the chat or anything, unless. But yeah, I don't know either, Mickey. I'm really sorry. I don't know if electronic students is still here. Maybe they can put it in there for Mickey, or at least send her a message, because I'm not sure what she was what electronic students were talking about either. But sometimes I miss things in the chat. I really do. I find sometimes I'll ramble on for a bit, and sometimes I think a whole show I'd be talking about something completely, and Joe will get home and she says, you spent the whole show talking about blah blah blah. I said, yeah. And she says, yeah, but the person you were talking about, the conversation, had nothing to do with what you're talking about. You missed the internal portion of the conversation, and then you rambled on about it for the rest of the stream, and it had nothing to do with what you're talking about. What? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. So, how's everybody else's day? How's everybody else's day doing? Everybody, how's everybody else's day doing? Sorry, everybody. I'm just reading something in the chat. Joe says, it's been snowing like crazy today off and on. Has it, Joe? You know what? The last hour or so, I thought it was like the sun was out here. So I thought it actually was a beautiful day, but I missed it completely. Judy Turner said, it's good to see you too. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Judy. Nice to see you. Hope everybody's having a good day. I hope you're all having a good day. It's it's been a great one. I really appreciate each and every one of you for dropping in. Like somebody always says. It's great to see people, but you don't have to come. So the idea that you come and spend the time and stuff really means a lot. It really does, because I really do appreciate it. Much appreciated. I feel like I can see right out that window in the cabin. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it, Joe? It's really nice. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't even see the table there. I've got the pop-out chat over the tape by the table, so I missed that the whole stream. I didn't even know that was there. But if I took out the image, Joe, there's like a carpet hanging from the back, like the other side of this webcam. And the nice thing about this image is it doesn't. By putting this over, you don't really miss stuff. There's some images, if you put something over, you're missing the whole part of the picture, but on this, you really didn't. So that's why I thought this was kind of a nice one to use and stuff like that. It really didn't make a difference and stuff like that. Yes, the couch, doesn't it? Is that a leather couch? It must be. It does look quite nice, doesn't it? Looks like you put your feet up there and kind of relax and stuff. It really does. It really does. Anyways, let's see here. Let me check this one last thing out, and I'll probably call it a day in about 10 seconds. Yes, Mickey, exactly, and that's exactly, and yet, like you said, you don't want to ask people on that. So that's exactly it. You do have to work hard. You do, and you do. It sometimes takes a while. I mean, I'm working on them, but we're still a while away. But we're working on them, and everybody works on them and that themselves and stuff like that. It doesn't just come right overnight and stuff, as Mickey's saying too. So it takes some time in that. It really does. Like, I mean, it would be great if everybody just boom, like, you know what, we're able to, but like Mickey says there, it takes some time. It really doesn't. That's the honest truth. It really does. You know what? But that's a good thing. If it was just overnight, then it'd be, you know what, be pretty quick for everybody. But Mickey was 100% right on that. Thanks, Mickey, for putting that up. Appreciate it. I saw it, and then I kind of thought, oh, and then I missed it. And anyways, but Mickey's right on. She really is. Anyways, this has been a great stream, everybody. I really appreciate Mickey, everybody. Electronic Students, Joe, Judy Turner, WTF Mike Albright, Moose Scrapper, PMDB Entertainment, Paul, Willie Parker. I know there's been a lot of people here. Ivy, WTF Mike Albright. I think I said his name. A Pack Mule. I know there's other people. True Drone Reviews. I'm just trying to go through Moose Scrapper, Judy Turner, Mickey XOXO. I'm just trying to read some of the names here just to say thanks very much for coming in that today. I'm pretty sure I might have missed a couple from the beginning. I'm Hooked TV. I think that's Northern Ohio Railroad Action. Razorama Videos. There's a few more. I'm just at where the chat ends at the top. So, and whoever came, I really appreciate you coming. I really do. Mickey XO, always a pleasure. Oh no, Mickey, thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Don't take it lightly. I really do. I mean it. Willie Parker, my day was okay. Good, Willie. Good. Anyways, not that I want to go. I could sit here and talk for another half hour. Not that anybody wants to listen, but I could. Unfortunately, let's see. So yeah, we're not going to ask people to watch their stuff and that. They're very nice in that. So we won't ask people stuff and that because I don't think it's right to be asking people, because nobody actually wants people to ask them to do something. It's like when people come in and say, "Hey, you know what? I watched your stuff. Get mine now." You know what? That's all fine. If somebody likes it, that's no problem. But you can't, as people say, beg and stuff to ask, and not being rude to anybody and nobody else. I'm not talking to anybody specific, but I just think it's best to, you know what, people will watch and stuff like that. They really will, and there's a lot of good people out there. So, and as Joe says, thanks so much for stopping by and spending your time with us today. Have a great day, night, everybody. See you on the YouTube highways. Yes, everybody, much appreciated. Okay, have a good day and night, and we'll see you again. But thanks again for coming, everybody. Okay, have a good one. Good night. Queen Bee, hello, how are you? Queen Bee, I've got to go, okay? I have to pick up my son from school. I'm sorry that I have to take off, okay? But it was nice of you to drop in. Really appreciate it. Everybody have a good day and good evening, okay? Thanks again. I so do appreciate it. Bye-bye.